Shot clock down to 7.
Got to shoot it.
Ziegler does over Hickman, knocks it down for a 3-0 lead. For Bolton, looking to get him the ball. He's got it now. 18 feet. So patient. Spins to the baseline and hits.
Oh, that's tough. The only player in the Power 5 last year where his three-point percentage went up in conference play. Usually, as the season goes on, people get tired. So well-conditioned, done a great job.
Oh, nifty play by Nolan Hickman. Little hesitation got to the
rim through here. He's got to swat it with his hand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up.
Inbound play, bucket, and a foul. Plavšić with it. Now to Bolton on the far side. Hickman briefly. Here's Timmy with a spin move. Gets to the rack, scores.
Give me that word, Timmy.
Put him in the blender.
Cycle. Let's go.
How good was that move?
Player transfer from Iowa State last year. Big contributor to last year's 28-14. Ziegler, extra pass, left side. Vescovi, the best three-point shooter on the squad, knocks it down. South. All batted around, and Key comes away with it for Tennessee. Volunteers lead 8-7. 4 minutes gone by. Adu straight away, wide open three, good.
The details. You got a coach over there that understands this game. You pay attention to it, play the game the way it's supposed to be played. It's a simple game. You play to your strength and take away your opponent's strength.
For me, they're going to raise his jersey in the rafters this coming season as well.
Against Kentucky.
That's right.
Yep.
There's a jump shot. Sticks it. He tied things up at 13.
I believe he could be the most important player for Tennessee. They were not able to.
Brandon Clark.
Yep.
He's playing for the Memphis Grizzlies right now. That was some high-level competition. Speaking of high level, there's Drew Timme one more time as he continues to lead Gonzaga in scoring. Puts the Bulldogs up by 5.
I know people talk about Nolan Hickman. You run offense through him. He can bring it down and get you as good of a look as you want.
And then he shoots 68% from the field.
Wide open look at a three. It's good. Volunteers. Zags lead by 1. 7.5 minutes gone by. Vescovi passes. Wide open look at a three. Meshack passes it up, drives instead. Little floater.
Yep.
Games when they have an off shooting.
Watson, the senior for Gonzaga, hands it off to Bolton. Rattles home the pull-up jumper from the
real strong 5 against 5, which quite frankly we haven't been able to do in the last, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 programs.
And there's so many great examples of leaders before them that set the tone.
Well, it's been a lot because we put a lot into it over the years, and I'm glad they're doing this. Man, I'm glad they're doing this, and I put our heart back in it as well.
Tennessee back on top. Reggie, we'd like to thank you for coming on and joining us. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Found him last summer at the Peach Jam. He was supposed to go back to high school and decided to enroll early, and what an addition. And what about this guy?
The footwork.
Yes.
I mean, it's just a ballerina down low. that had an exhibition feel to it.
A little too friendly.
But you know, Dane, how much Rick Barnes has mellowed through the years. Execution by both teams. Well played for a first game of the year. That should be a foul.
Yeah, that was a foul.
Yep.
Dominic Harris into the game for the first time for Gonzaga. Henry with the block. Tennessee comes away with the ball, but it's Strother with a strip. Bodies flying everywhere. Julian 1-on-2 spins, lays it off the glass.
You know what I love about that?
Here's such a Strother that we saw make that big play just a moment ago.
And you know, Tom, the Zags are looking for that play in the backcourt. Nice move right there by Urosh. They need a Pargo type player, you know, a guy with some toughness and can score the ball, got some swag. You think there's anybody on that roster that might have that kind of swag?
I can tell you the greatest dunk that I ever saw that never counted is joining us now is Jeremy Pargo, the former Zag. Jeremy, glad to be joined by you. We've had a couple volunteers, and wonderful to see you. It's been a little while. How you doing?
It's been a long while. I'm happy to be here. It's an exciting game right now.
That's key. You
must be in all honesty, you were one of the first guys like outside of that Northwest footprint.
Yeah.
You know, you went from Chicago to Gonzaga. That had to be a strange decision when you left the Windy City.
Well, I tell you one thing, the weather's the same. The weather's the same, but that transition from Chicago to Spokane, it went as smooth as it could, and I have basketball to thank for that, and the family-oriented environment truly helped.
What's it say about the staying power of Gonzaga basketball? What you have?
I tell time on my phone. I don't know.
Oh, nice back cut.
Nolan Hickman scores, and Gonzaga goes back on top.
Sophomore season, and then Malachi Smith, the transfer.
I think we have some understanding to do. I won't say growing. I'll say understanding. Because 6 seconds of the clock was always mine, and that was the easiest thing.
You know, he hasn't lost the swag, Dave.
That's a big shot. I try my best to do that every chance I get. And, you know, it's going to take a lot of understanding. And this program has pumped out NBA guys after NBA guys now. And, you know, everyone has that dream. So you have to understand where you fit within fitting that dream can come true.
They better understand where shooters are right now. Tennessee on fire.
Hey, this kid with the ball here, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. He gets in that paint. He's made some shots. I like him a lot.
All right, hey, Jeremy, thanks for coming on, man. Great to see you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
Jeremy Pargo, the former Gonzaga great, and back and forth we go. In our second half here in the Legends of Basketball Classic, Gonzaga leading by 4. Tennessee had 8 of 14 threes in the first half. Both teams shooting nearly 60%. There's Gonzaga leading by 2 early second half here in the Legends of Basketball Classic in Frisco, Texas.
That's money right there. They want that deep post.
Nolan Hickman, the sophomore. An exhibition, but his first start at the point guard for GU. Timmy fakes the jump shot and drives.
He's just so quick.
Offensive rebound, Phillips. Another shot off the mark. Vescovi missed the 3 and the runner. Gonzaga the other way. Watson off balance. Ziegler's jumper from the right elbow. Adu back in, had it briefly. Phillips now the 3 to beat the shot clock buzzer.
Understanding what makes you tick, you know, and tapping into that. They work with each other so.
Yeah, a great family. I've gotten to know them through the years in Dallas, and my dad played at SMU, not far from where we lived and made our home, and great to see. And great to see this guy back.
He comes up short in the paint. Scramble for the ball. Smith again. Watson, one more try at it, and he hits.
You know, Tom, that's something that he has really worked on in his career. Banton can do that. Oh, boy.
Come on with the bucket.
I can tell you.
This could be headed for a second to Key. Nice look down low. Yeah. Big fella finishes, and he's headed to the line.
Well, he has just been
not taking a lot of bad shots either. That's patience right there. Nice cut.
He drives. It's a block. He finishes. Volunteers for the ball in an 8-point lead, and somehow we lost our partner again, Dane. Where do you think Fran is this time?
Getting pulled away again, going down memory lane with somebody.
He's a guy, Franny, we actually recruited coming out of high school, but he's a very loyal kid and decided that he felt like he had to make a decision. He's going to make this one. Well, no. Almost. Yeah.
Gonzaga with the rebound. There's Hickman laying it in.
Hey, and Tyreke hasn't played for a year and a half. That's what's really impressive, what he's doing tonight. But it's been good for, you know, I love Mark and what he's all about. You know, I love it.
Opsich, perfect from the field, Fran. He's got 13 points. He hadn't missed.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's get Zakai back in.
Yeah.
Can I get Zakai in?
Yeah, we get him back in, but
title contender, and to be able to say, you know what, we can play with the best in the country. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways right now.
My takeaway from this game so far, Tennessee's more.
Kudos to the coaches for bringing this to us and really wanting to support the community and doing it in a nice way with a great game, a great matchup. The players are getting after it, and it's a preseason, so
I think it's all good. Well, Scott, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. Appreciate all you do, and thanks for bringing us here to Frisco for tonight's game. Thank you all. It hasn't always been a huge offensive threat. Is there somebody you can go to if Drew is getting beat up like that? How do you take the pressure off of him?
I think the outside shooting's going to be.
Julian Strother with the blocked shot.
Nice.
Leaves it for Salas in the reverse.
Yep.
A 3 on the way for the Balls, and another 3 is good. It's the McDonald's All-American, Julian Phillips.
He shot that like Sam Perkins. I mean, that's impressive. And I say that.
North Carolina, preseason ranked #1. They're coming off getting hot at the right time towards the end of the season. What do you say to that team or any of these teams
Because that number don't really mean much, only to the media and things of that nature to make it exciting. Just like tonight.
Cigars are going to get broken out.
Clock winds down as Key, the star of the game, walks it into the front court. 26 points in his first game in a Tennessee uniform as the Volunteers.